Hello and welcome to the how to play video for our Kickstarter game, Megalomaniac. We were hoping to give you guys kind of a sneak peek as to how the game ends up running so that you can have some idea whether you should donate to us or not. So first things first, the way to win this game is to generate 12 infamy over the course of the game. The best ways to do these things are 1, play scheme cards. There's a variety of them and they do different things. They are in this nifty little scheme deck here. Notice our art, it is beautiful. In addition, each Megalomaniac, that is these cards here, we have 6 at the moment, with potential more in the Kickstarter awards. They each have infamy generators that are slightly different and make each character play differently from one another. These are the best ways. There are also a handful of cards throughout the buildings, defenses, and minions deck in which you can generate a handful of infamy that way. If the scheme deck runs out, as it slowly ticks throughout the course of the game ends and everybody loses. So competing and trying to make people not generate infamy is also a viable point if you mind everybody losing equally. We are good on equality in Megalomania land. So the first turn of the game is slightly different than the whole rest. First things first, the player who plays first, in this instance me, gets 7 money. Each additional player gets 1 more because first player is an advantage. So we got 7 money here, 8 money there, 9 money there. Then each player receives 5 buildings, and they may build any of them which they can afford. That does mean that they can build multiple things on the first turn of the game. I specifically will be building the bank this turn. It is the most normal card you will find in this entire game. Generates me money.
I will be building the robot factory. This will generate me some mad science, which allows me to go through some additional cards, and some of the more advanced cards require a mad science requirement.
And I will be building the bootleg liquor distillery, which can get a little nasty. It generates a lot of money, but if it gets hit, it explodes.
And that is a bad thing,
Yeah.
which naturally I will be attempting to cause for him.
No. You get out, you nasty man. And then I'll also be building Dr. Hyde's School for Young Geniuses.
Now obviously you can see we are using wonderful Monopoly money. We make no claims to this money whatsoever. In fact, we have our money tokens already designed for the game. We just have not print them at the moment.
Because we're poor.
Yeah, that's the way it happens. Hence Kickstarter. Now that we have the setup phase out of the way, each turn begins in the same way. First, each player generates income. I generate 4 income as I get 2 from my Megalomaniac card and another 2 from the bank, which is sitting there making me money. So 4 money, thank you. After this, I have 6 money, so I'm going to take a building action in the hopes of finding something to make me mad science or additional income, something of that variety. To take a building action, I draw 3 cards plus my amount of mad science, which at this point is 0. And I choose one of these things to build. Note that is very unlike the first turn of the game in which you have 5 things and you can build as much as you want. So in this instance, I will build Nega Elf Village, which costs me 3, generates me income, and more income when I play schemes. As the spy, I like schemes a lot, which is why I'm going to take a scheme action now. Unlike normal players who would just look at whatever schemes are on the table, the spy takes whatever schemes are on the table in addition to the one on the top of the scheme deck. As such, I look at these 2 cards, pay nothing for them because that is the way that schemes work, and select one of them. This one goes back on top of the scheme deck because that is the way the spy's power works. In addition, I drew an instant card off of the top of the deck. This is a dirty trick. It activates immediately. This one is called Steal Candy from Children. It generates me 5 money for the rest of the turns, for the next 3 turns, because apparently children have a lot of very expensive candy. In addition, because I am the spy, I also get an infamy for doing that. And once again, 12 infamy ends the game. So I am on my way. And now it is the turtle's turn.
Alright, so turn passes to me, so the scheme deck advances 1. I'm a little low on cash right now, so I will take my 2 income.
Not my info.
Sorry. And that's really not enough to buy anything, so I'm going to use one of my actions and I'm going to double collect. So it's either going to be my income total or 4, whatever's higher. So right now it's 2, 4 is higher than 2. So I need 4 money.
Math.
I know. Unlike the spy, I don't get the cool scheme power, so I'm just going to take only 1 scheme. And I will hold on to that for right now. Turn will then pass to the ringmaster.
So, it's my turn. I'm the ringmaster. I make 5 money because at the beginning of my turn, I count up my money. I get 2 plus 3 for my bootleg liquor distillery. Then one scheme comes out because start of the turn. That's a scheme deck. We're taking a lot of schemes, so there's not many on the table right now.
Sometimes there'll be a lot more. Sometimes it'll be just like this. Depends.
So for my first action, I'm going to take minions. Now I get to draw 4 because of my 1 mad science. But what's really important here is that you got to remember, you can only have 4 mad science. You're capped at 4 mad science, which allows you to draw 7 cards. You can't have more than that. We tried that version. It was really, really bad.
It wasn't bad. It was just silly. It got pretty ridiculous.
It snowballed heavy.
Yeah. So the mad science cap is important. Now there's something special about minions. Minions can be played one of 2 ways, either face up or face down. If you play a minion face up, you have to pay for it as soon as you play it. If you play it face down, you can then wait and flip it over at the beginning of your turn without an action, but you must pay for it then. So, minions can be nasty surprises kept for later. In this case, I'm going to hire a minion face down and let everybody wonder what it is.
Dirty secret.
For my second action, I'm going to take a scheme. See what this is.
Can't leave schemes on the table.
No,
Can't do it.
Nope.
that's how we win the game, baby.
Ready? And that's for me. And now it's the spy's turn.
So, start of my turn, I make 5 money because I have the bank, and now I have Neg Elf Village as well. So I make 5 money, please, and I also make 5 glorious money from stealing candy from children.
Take your dirty cash and get out of here.
It is very dirty cash. It's the best
Why are you stealing candy from children?
because I need it more. And let's see. Then the scheme goes on the table. Then I'm gonna do spy things and look at these schemes, and I think they're glorious. So I'm actually going to take 2 scheme actions and put these both down in front of me.
Here's your money.
Dirty little secrets. Yep, good fun. And it is now the turtle's turn.
Alright, I'll go ahead and start my turn. I take a normal income phase, so I generate 2 money.
Take your dirty money and go home.
I'm gonna need that to beat you.
No, you're not winning this game.
Say that right now. Before I take any actions, I'm gonna go ahead and play my scheme. There are 2 types of schemes that can be played before you take actual actions. There are reckless assaults and nefarious plots. I so happen to have a nefarious plot, villainous monologue. So I will generate 1 infamy for each hand, or each scheme in my hand, including this one.
You already got an
You
infamy.
already got it. Cheater.
Cheat.
I need this one.
Why are you cheating,
I
man?
didn't cheat, it just happened to appear here. The game knew. It's fine.
Look here. Stop cheating.
The effect of this plot, thank you, is that I have to play all further schemes face up. So now I'll go ahead and take my normal 2 actions. Passive ability for the turtle is that defenses cost 2 less. So obviously it's good that I start stacking up on defenses. I'm going to draw my normal 3. I have my robot building robot factory, gives me 2 mad science, so I'll draw 2 more cards. And I'm going to go ahead and buy the pendulum. Normally it's 7 cost, but minus 2, we're going to pay 5.
Your defense will not save you.
Unless it does.
Unless it does. I still have 1 action, so I'm going to get on the board with a minion. I still draw 3 plus my 2 mad science. And I'm going to go ahead and play 1 face down.
Spooky.
Ooh, spooky.
That's right. And now turn passes to you.
So, it's my turn. We're going to advance the scheme deck.
2 on the table.
2 on the table, wow, craziness. And your bank's starting to get on my nerves. Starting to get on my nerves. So, I'm going to generate my income.
Everybody hates banks, man.
Yeah, you know. I, got pins on the table. Who will steal a pin from a bank?
That's why you got to put a fork on it, right?
Yeah.
Nobody
Or
ever
a
steals
chain.
a pin that's got a fork on it. Anyway.
Whatever. Anyways, so I'm going to play my minion, the infamous Polar Bear Cavalry.
Oh dear. It's a big man.
Take my 10. I get my change because it costs 7, so it costs 3. That also activates my passive, so I get 2 infamy for every minion I own that has 5 or greater attack. That's a 6, so now I'm at 2 infamy. I'm on the board now. So, now for the fun part. Assaults. So assaults work in a very simple, yet not so simple way. The first big thing is, you can only do an assault as the first action on your turn. You can't get a minion, pay for that minion, and then assault. It's just unfair. The second part is, it's total attack versus total defense. In this case, I've got 6 attack.
And I have 0 defense.
Exactly.
Oops.
So you would just sum up the total attack of all your minions and then subtract the total amount of defense of whoever you're attacking. Now, if it's greater than 0, of course you get through and you get to do certain things. If it's less than 0, you get stonewalled, you just wasted your action. That sucks. Now, there are 2 levels of assaults, minor and mega. For a minor assault, which is beating the defense by 1 to 4, you can do 2 things. You can either A, steal half of their money, or B, assault a minion, deactivate it, so you have to flip that minion over, and take half of their cost from the bank. Or, if you get 5 or more, which I'm about to do, you can do one of 2 things. You can steal a scheme, or you can attack a building and deactivate it and take its entire cost from the bank. Now, when you steal a scheme, make sure that you look at all the schemes and then choose. It's not at random. So, those schemes look mighty tasty, but I need the money, so
Gonna wreck my bank.
gonna have to wreck your bank.
Stone cold. Alright, so my bank is flipped over. No longer generates me income.
How much?
And
How much
makes you 5 money.
Yay! Cash.
Rolling dough.
That's probably gonna bite me in the butt later.
Maybe. One more action, sir.
Alright, and then I'm looking at some minions. So I can always use more punch. The Ringmaster is all about bringing the fight to his opponents. And this is crap.
It's just situationally not important, right?
Take that face down. And your turn, sir.
So now that I've been sufficiently wrecked, it is my turn again. I will move the schemes down and generate 3 income. Take even more money.
I'm coming to take
Alright,
your money.
And I'm going to go ahead and take one of these 3 glorious schemes that are on the table, and I'm the spy, so I get to look at this top one. And I'm going to go ahead and take that one, put this on the top, put those out there. And then I'm going to show you guys a new mechanic here. I have 3 different kinds of schemes. That is 1 reckless assault, 1 dirty trick, and 1 nefarious plot. As such, I can activate my super weapon. These are innate abilities that are on every Megalomania card. They do not require any sort of turn in your case, so I'll have one more turn after this. I discard these 3 cards, generate 4 infamy, so I am now at 5. And then I can take 2 of these. That is my particular power. Everyone's is slightly different. So I'm going to go ahead and take these 2 and put that one back in the discard pile. And then I have one more action. And I'm going to go ahead and flip this back over. To reactivate a deactivated structure, all you do is spend an action. You do not have to spend money for them again. And that is the end of my turn. And I'm going to crush you.
I'll go ahead and take my turn.
Whatever,
I
son.
generate 2 money still.
Out here, Dad.
2 money.
Yes. I don't have anything else that generates money right now. So, the scheme deck advances 1. Then, I'm going to go ahead and activate my minion.
Escaped zoo elephants.
That's right.
Where'd you get those?
The zoo.
Oh.
They ran away. I
They-
waited outside.
They escaped.
Look here. Go take your peanuts elsewhere.
You know what? Because of the effect on the card, I make less than 3, so I only pay 1 to activate this. And my very first turn, I'm going to launch an assault against you and your polar bear cavalry.
Why would you do that?
Animal on animal combat.
That's right.
Straight from National Geographic to you.
You have a little too many minions, and since your kind of strategy revolves around minions, then I'll go ahead and disable that so I can keep moving forward. Normally, with an assault, when I designate a target, if he has a minion, he can choose to deactivate it to add defense. It's attack power to defense, but since I have designated the polar cavalry as the target, it cannot be used for that purpose.
As such, it gets punched.
That's right. So you should go ahead and flip that over. There you go. As part of the minion attack, I get half of its cost in money. Thank
Notice
you,
that
sir.
it's from the bank and not from the player.
The bank. I still have 1 action, so I'm going to go ahead and defense up in preparation for retaliation.
What you got over there?
I will go ahead and build me Zapper the Lightning Bug.
Oh man, no attacks going over there.
No attacks over here. Normally costs 5, but because I am the turtle, it only costs 3. My infamy ability does proc because I get 1 infamy for either a building defense pair or a defense minion pair. So I'm gonna move up to 2, and now it is your turn.
Well, now that I got sufficiently wrecked, I'm going to do a few things. First, I'm going to generate my income. Then I'm going to advance the scheme deck. Now, I'm going to have to do a little dirtiness. Flip over the mangy dog horde.
Oh man.
And the polar bear cavalry. That's a total of 10, so I'll pay the 10. And how you feeling today? Pretty good? Pretty good?
I'm feeling good.
Pretty good. Well, I'm going to launch an assault at him, but I'm going to modify the assault with a reckless assault card.
Uh-oh.
Now, what a reckless assault card does is twofold. One, the assault now becomes a free action. It no longer costs my first action to do. The second thing is, instead of doing the normal, minor, and mega levels, it's now for infamy. The minor generates you 2 infamy, and the mega generates you infamy based on what's listed on the card. So in this case, he still has no defenses, and I have 6 attack, plus the mangy dog horde gains 2 attack for every employed animal main up to 6. So that's another 2 on top of the 1, so that's 3. That's a total of 9 attack.
And I still have no defenses.
Oh,
Alright, so
man.
that's a mega. And the mega, on the capitalistic caveat, the reckless assault I'm performing, is I gain 2 infamy plus 1 for every 4 income generated by opponent up to 4 total.
I have 5, which means he gets 3 infamy.
Yep. So, I'm going to move on up. That puts me at 5 infamy, and I still have 2 actions.
Yep.
So I'm going to take those actions. First thing I'm going to do is look at some minions.
You need a defense up, son.
Defenses are... Okay, no, they're not optional. I probably should build some of those.
I'm going to put him face down,
He's gonna win this game.
and then I'm going to look at some buildings, because I'm a little short on cash. And I'm going to build Mr. Wash and Dry's money cleaning service.
Dirty job. Someone's got to do it.
Yep. Cost me 3. That's the end of my turn, and it goes to Andrew.
All right. So, at the start of my turn... Oh, we have 4 schemes out. That is 1 more than the number of players. As such, this scheme here on the end advances over there and burns. So no one will be ring and runned, I suppose, this game. And these go down, and that advances here. And, oh dear, look at the time. It seems we're going to have to cut the video before I continue to get destroyed. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this little sneak peek at what we have to offer here. As we've said, the game is completely done, really. We are waiting on bits and pieces and bobs, but it's all designed, it's all ready.
Thanks, guys.